The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency.
This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. I am checking. Kindly wait.
It is an immutable certainty.
How do you do? Evening. Sorry I'm a little late. I had to cancel an order. I ordered some 2020 V-slot off a company on eBay, and no communication all week. Ordered it over a week ago, and the last date in question is the 29th, and they sent me a message back saying we're bringing it on a van on the 29th. So I've put in a request to cancel it, and I've just paid £2 or £3 more and got it on Amazon. Now, didn't order it in time for tomorrow, Sunday, so that's fine. I'll probably need it by Sunday. So anyway, if the other one won't cancel, it turns up I got a bit extra. Okay, it's one of them, and never mind. Right, so what are we doing tonight? First off, we're doing a bit of I'll probably play this a few times. I did an AI generated clip, so let's get that away. 30 seconds. See what it comes out like. Hopefully the volume is not too loud. Here we go.
Join me in celebrating 200 amazing subscribers on my channel. Thank you for being a part of the Half Greek Geek community. Your support means the world to me. Check out my adventurous K40 Laser series. Here's to more great content ahead. Let's continue this amazing journey together. Here's to the next milestone.
Alright, that went through about 4 different websites, gave it the same info. 3 of them wanted money, and it literally ran out of time and it gave me that. I wanted balloons and fireworks, but it gave me air balloons. Oh well. Can't be choosers, can they, beggars, you know. Anyway, so what's going on today? Let's have a look. Alright, yeah, so we've had another bit of a delivery today. What did we end up with? Let's have a look. Little box came through from, you know where, Amazon. Rainforest. And then there's the 10mm OD, 5mm ID, by 8mm spacers for the carriage rollers. So we've got them now. Should have bought them yesterday, but anyway. Right, so the only thing we're missing is the 2020 aluminium extrusion. So it's let's just go back to this one a minute. I picked up some more reclaimed aluminium today. This came out of a rubber safety edge off an old gate. Now I taped it together, but it's quite an interesting profile. It's a bit like a cable tray. So I think I'm gonna model that end and maybe use it as a cable tray. I don't know if it's long enough to reach, but there's 1.5 bits there. Let's just measure it. See what we've got. Alright, you never guess what? The smallest length is bang on a metre. And the other one's 1.3. 1.23. Right, so that's a good sign, because that means I can use that in as a cable tray or something interesting. It's quite clean. It's been inside rubber so for years. So I think I need to model that at some point and have a look where we could probably use it for some cable or pipe management, you know what I mean. Anyway, thought it was too good to throw away. What else have we got? Anything else? Oh, I think I found a way of cutting the aluminium. I've got a compounding miter saw. One of those wood saws that you can pull back and then push forward on the telescopic rams. Apparently, the only thing is you need to wear a full face mask. All the chippings go everywhere and all up your arms and burn you. So I've got some safety specs out. I'll probably have to go in. I've got a welding mask. That's it. I'll go and get a welding mask and use that, maybe. Better than nothing. But I've got to make sure it's. I'm going to try it on some wood first, a block of wood. Set it all, try and square it up, just give it a service, get some oil on it, and make sure it's all working right. Then I'll cut the piece of wood, and I will have a look at the wood, examine it with you know, whatever, to see if it's square. If it does a good job, I'll try it on. I'll try a small piece on the end of the bit of the scrap. The only scrap I've got is 19mm of 40-20 scrap aluminium. So we'll give it a try, and we'll find out how wide the blade is and all this kind of stuff. Right, anyway, let's get on with this. So, oops, what am I doing? I've lost control of it all. Right, over to the design. Oh, I went ahead and did some little bit change to the design. When did I do it? Was it? Oh, this morning. I got up. I don't know why I got up early, and my laptop was saying it was 7 o'clock. So I got up, and it actually was 6 o'clock. So I ended up with an hour. I got ready for work, day job, and I literally had an hour to play with, sort of. So I went out and opened this up, and I've moved these over to the sides like that. So I'll have to tap the ends, M5, that's okay. But it just seemed like it needed to go there to me. It just seemed like it needed to go there. So anyway, and that frees up this area here as well. It frees that up. And I've done the same the other side. Same this side as well. The only thing we haven't got is the bolts. We need them bolts there. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll grab 2 of these bolts. Copy them. Paste them in place. We'll move them as best we can over here. Keep the lock on it. Of course they're going to be inside. I'll have to bring them out. So is that it? It may be. Let's try that. Not quite. Oh, the 2i as well. Right, so it begs the question, why the 2i? Oh, because they're an arbitrary value, that's right. They're not locked into anything. So let's go over a little bit. 0.25. Is that good? No. So what we're going to have to do is grab them by the middle. And go like that. And do like that. And then we're going to have to bring them out on this other plane. It's not easy. Right, so we'll bring them out. Actually, they don't look like they're locked, do they? Oh, they will. Can I put them on the red axis? Right, they fit. Have they fit? Yeah, they've gone. That's alright. That's alright. So we need another 2. Oh, T-nuts. These will be 20mm long M5s. So 20mm long M5s these are. And the T-nuts. I won't bother with the T-nuts for now. Right, so I need a copy of those. So I basically need to scroll them over somehow, if I can get to them. Copy them over like that. Bring them down here and then put them there for a bit. Swing round and well, flip them somewhere. So we'll flip them along. Your guess is as good as mine. Red axis, yeah. And then we'll slowly bring them in. Hold the shift and keep them locked in. Alright, let's try and get them in first time. No, come on, you can do it. Is it gonna crash? Let's try and do it this way. For no other reason than keeping our bill of material count intact. That's too far, let's try that. Oops. Yeah, that's it. Right, okay, so we've got them 2, that's alright. That's okay. Right. Did I do anything else? Did I do anything else? Did I do anything else? Oh yeah, I made this little piece of metal. I made a little piece of aluminium to fill the gap, so we could bolt the aluminium to the rail and then bolt this micro switch to the aluminium. So yeah, so we've got a little bit of messing to do there. Don't know, I'm going to bolt it to there first. So that's yet to be worked out, but I could do with using the T slot to bolt it and slide it up and down. So we've got to work that out yet, but this is just an arbitrary piece of aluminium. I thought I'd put it there, so but it's still open to do something with it. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything else. No, didn't do anything else. Okay. And what is a shame is these pieces that Amazon recommended. They say everyone else is buying them. They're not quite the right size. I need them to be exactly the same as the profile, really. So I might have to go and find some more of them. Anyway, what we can do. What can we do next? Oh, I did watch a couple. For some reason, Google, YouTube's offering me up people's equivalent ones of these. Must be realising what I'm looking at. I didn't request it, it's just offering it up. It must see what videos I'm putting out, and it's offering me up similar stuff. It's doing its thing, you know, showing me like-minded videos. So there's a few people made them out of wood and all sorts of stuff. I saw a weird one the other day where the laser tube wasn't at the back, it was over here, outside, and all the power supply and everything was stuck out here, but the XY was over here. So it cuts round here, but it's got a massive bed on it to cut all the way around there, so it's just going in the reverse direction. Which may or may not be the way it's done. So it all depends on the reference. So I suppose that what they're doing is they're starting forward and there. Yeah, so I've just gone the same as the K40, basically, fully over that way and that way, so it all retracts. But yeah, the way they had it was much like this, but that was over here. Anyway, let me just check the audio. Basically, fully. Yeah, the audio's okay. So I'm just waiting to hear back, see if they can cancel that aluminium. I can't wait until the 29th. When's that? That's like waiting till Tuesday. If I end up with a bit more, I end up with a bit more. Doesn't matter. Maybe we can use it to make the enclosure for the power supply and controls and wiring. That bolts onto the side somewhere, maybe like this, maybe. Instead of having it here. You never know. Anyway, so we've got a way of cutting it. I'll have to service that compounding miter saw. If you don't know what a compounding miter saw is, I can quickly let's see if there's any pictures of one. Yeah, there is. Which one have I got? Mine is just a cheap one. It's not a named brand, it's just a cheap one. I can't see it offhand. Blue, horrible thing. Rubbish, really. Anyway, I'll just bring this over. It's basically, if you don't know what one is, it's something like this. Something like this, but mine's just a cheap blue one. Can't see it. Doesn't seem to be there. Can't see it. Anyway, it's similar to that. No, it's not. Similar to none of them, really. They're showing. Basically, it's like a trombone. You bring it out, you pull it out, you bring it up, and it's on telescopic things here. You can pull it, you put your piece across there. This comes down here, then you push it along like that, and cut it. It tries to hold everything square. So I think I'm going to have to clamp it and everything and test the square. I'll try it on some wood, just bits of wood to start with, to get the nice cut. I think if you don't have a nice cut, it'll never be right. It's got to have a perfect as possible cut start with the foundation correct and the rest will be right, sort of thing. Like I say, there is a bend in that piece I got of 2040, slight bend. Don't know whether you'll be able to see it if I push it up. Let me see if you can see it. Let's see if we can line it up with the mirror. Like that, can you see it? See, it's sort of bent, so if I turn it round. So I turn it round. It's probably lower. Hang on, let's lower the one end. Oh, it's the back end I need to lower. I'm working in reverse on the camera, so very difficult. Doesn't look too bad, that end. But this end, if you look down it, I can't hold it still. It's difficult to. It's the brightest. It's too bright, isn't it? I can't properly see it unless it's that way. Don't know. It's probably all or nothing. Could be my eyes. Let's have a look. Is it my eyes? No, it's definitely got a. It's bent that way, so if I turn it round, it's then the other way. But it's a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to examine all 10 pieces, choose the best out of it. So I need a good one for the gantry, obviously a perfect one for the gantry, and everything else really doesn't matter. I will need these to be nice and straight. Here, these need to be spot on as well. And then the main thing then is to get the height right and everything. But when I cut these down, and the ends, the offcut will be this bit here. So it's crucial that it's square, and then the offcut is square. Even so, one end will be. I've done it again, haven't I? Hang on. I've done it again. Sorry. Right, got you the wrong camera. Right, anyway. So, the only one we want to be straight is this gantry. I want it all to be straight, but that one must be straight, absolutely straight. These need to be straight. Then your height in the corners has to be spot on. And anything else, not really that critical. The bed, if the bed is a little bit out, whatever bend is in that is not enough to worry the bend, you know, worry the milling out at the bed height. So, but the rest of the structure, if you're going to be bolting stuff off it and probably upgrading it, you want that to be spot on. I did see someone with a video, they said they made all their frame inside and their canopy they put on the outside, and they connected all their stuff to separate frames and aluminium in case they knocked into it, somebody knocked into it or something, it would only knock the case instead of the inner geometry. So, but I don't plan on putting it anywhere where someone's going to knock into it. It's not as if it's going in a factory in a walkway or something like that. It's going in an area that nobody will be going in, only me. But at the same time, you need to be able to, strong enough to carry it around, all that kind of stuff, if you want to move it. Anyway, right. So, now we did gain something here. We put the micro switch, because we moved the motor up, we gained some space. We gained a bit of space, so we ended up being able to put the micro switch there, and we had to offset the mirror, keep the mirror where it was, so offset this piece against that piece for the mirror to just skim past this. over to there. So I've just had another idea actually. I don't know how good this idea is, but I've just had another one. How about if this motor was actually behind this mirror? So look at it from this way. So if you made, this sounds crazy, I know it does. Now it's, how about what says, yeah, we've got to make these ends anyway. That's something I've got to do. Mill these plastics out. Well, what about if right? So the reason you have the two wheels close is so you can. I was thinking if I put them wheels down here, and then the motor down this end, it probably wouldn't work because then the belt would go all the way up like that, around the pinion and back down sharply. And I even saw someone with a spring tensioner, like a clothes peg, gathering the belt up, which is crazy to me. Just adjust it and tighten it. Anyway, so I have these silly ideas, 10 silly ideas. So actually, you could have an offset. You could have an offset. So this system, you could be down here a bit. And then the metal gantry could be up further up there, away from it. So that would bring the motor this side of the mirror. So then, what would the problem be then? The problem would be then you're all right going this way because the wheels are behind, but then when you came to go fully over here, your wheels would. So you'd lose your distance there. You'd lose that distance, so that's why they have them like that. So to that end, what about if you reduce this distance? Would you gain more then? So what's stopping you reducing it? You've got the belt coming up and around the pinion and down again. So you'd have to go more of a sharp angle. If you brought them wheels together, you go like that, up and round and down. Yeah, so I suppose there's a reason they have it like that. But ideally, you just have it the size of this gantry. Anyway, something all or nothing. We could experiment with that. We could make the new plastic, mill it out, bolt the wheels to it. I've got a few spare wheels, spare steppers. So we could play around with it anyway for now. So I'm just trying to think. So the beam comes out there, through there, across there to there, like that. The reason this mirror is where you've got to come forward of the gantry for your beam to go through and down, so it's got to be there. This mirror has to be where it is lined up with that. This motor, we don't want it underneath because we want our material to be able to pass through. So the motor is a pain really, but whether you could put the motor, if you put the motor this side, there won't be enough room for the motor here, so the mirror has to be there. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, that's fine. It's alright. Just because I've never seen anyone else do it doesn't mean to say I like to find these things out for myself. You know, I like to try things that have not been tried. Now whether, because everyone's tried it and it's not worked, I don't know. I like to learn it for myself anyway. And now and again you surprise yourself. You come up with some idea that whether they've thought of it and not done it, or nobody's thought outside the box. Don't know. Anyway, right. So we've got all the bits now, so I should create the G-code round for these. If we've finalised on these bits, I don't know whether we need anything else attached, or bring the plastic out this way a little bit with some holes, the cable ties for cable management, you know, to bring this cable, you know, whether you need any cable management now or not. You know, you could, or just keep it tight. We'll just do it as it is, I think. Right, so we could create those files for the G-code. There's not a lot to make. It's this just that's the same as the other side, so that's one lot of G-code for both. I can't quite remember if this one is the same. No, this one's different. Or is it? Hang on, is it? Is it the same? Ah, it's the same. It's not the same because it's got holes here. Whereas the other one, we've got holes. Well, the holes could be there. Actually, they probably are there. Let's have a look. No, yeah, they are. The holes are there because all that's the same. So there's only one lot of plastics for this. There's the holes there. So them holes could be utilised to hold this metal down. Yeah, that'll locate this piece down. So yeah, so all I've got to do is create a G-code for that and go and mill it out. Make a bit of a mess, but it'll be the last milling out mess that we make until we get a laser going. If I made that, I could actually build all the rollers together and test it out. Mount the stepper motor, everything, get those ready. So later on I'll create that G-code. It's not that much to. It's not going to take long. Now, is there any more G-code to create? I suppose you could mill out a piece here with some holes in it for T-nuts. Tell you what, we haven't got the information on the mirror. I need to take a mirror off. Don't know how it undoes. I need to take it off and work out how we're going to do that yet. But we'll have to do it in stages. So we'll build up the frame. We'll build the gantry, get the motion working, X direction and Y. Make sure we've got the range of motion we thought we were going to have. The last thing to go in will be the tube and the mirrors. So get the stepper motors working, get the cable management done. So I think myself I'm going to model that extruded aluminium I've got just for my own needs in case I need it. I might not use it here, but we might use it somewhere. Maybe on the side here when we're doing all the electrical stuff. I don't know. Still open to change this is. If we are doing the electrical stuff in a separate piece, then this can go really. All this can go. I might as well not bother with that and use it over here. Right, anyway. Okay, so let's try and model it. Let's just give you a quick thank you for everyone. Back again. Back in 2 seconds.
Join me in celebrating 200 amazing subscribers on my channel. Thank you for being a part of the Half Greek Geek community. Your support means the world to me. Check out my adventurous K40 Laser series. Here's to more great content ahead. Let's continue this amazing journey together. Here's to the next milestone.
Right, sorry, don't know if that volume was too loud. If it was, sorry about that. Anyway, just undoing the tape on this aluminium to get a small piece, the smallest 1 meter piece. Right, it won't take long to model this. Maybe I can use it for limit switch mounting. I don't know if it'll be any use or anything, but Let's just create it. Just make it for the lack of. So we've got 28.5 by 10. $28.5 by 10. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, let's just do one here. 28.5 by 10. Okay, I'll start with that bit. Okay, oops. Right, so it's that, and then we got what we got here. It's quite difficult to model. Do I need to go to this extent to model it? Probably, just about. I'll just do a bit anyway. I'll do a bit. I need an end that's not got a burr on it. If you don't chop it with the right process, you get burrs all in the grooves, everything. So we've got 1.5 mil thick, and it's way far down. That's difficult. 4 mil over, so what we'll do is have a 4mm, and it's 1.5 mil from there this way. Okay, so that's our thickness. So right, that's right. So we want.
Did it 2 weeks ago, just before we went up to a caravan, and it's grown twice as long as it was 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, really look forward to that. Anyway, lots of information there being digested. F08ID, F08.
Right, what we got there? 21 mil. So we've got 21 mil. So we want to go a halfway mark. And we're gonna go 10.5 that way. 10.5 that way. Okay, and that is. I have no idea what that is anymore. What is that? I don't know what I just measured. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've measured the other side of that coming out.
I knew he was having an operation, but I can't remember the details.
It's actually got a bit of V-slot on it.
Rather than obviously put the shit on air.
Does it even matter? I don't think anyone can get hold of the stuff.
They were very lucky, weren't they?
It's a bit of scrap, really. I like to make it look right, though.
The heart goes out from my family to his.
Right, it's 3 mil. 3mm, so it goes out this way, 3mm, and it cranks over. Cranks over 1.5 mil, I think. 1.5 mil there. 1.5 mil there. Right, so we can start drawing something now. Let's draw something. So we've got, it cranks up like that, it cranks over like that. Same this side. Same that side. Then it cranks down here like that. Yeah. Then... Right, so it cranks. No, it doesn't crank like that. Stop that. Undo. It goes from here all the way to there. Then it goes up to the top. So it cranks flush with that by the looks of it. So yeah. Cranks from there up to there. And there to there. Right, and then it goes all the way to the end, which it does. Now there's a bevel, and it's got a slot, so it comes down 2.5 mil. So it comes down here 2.5 mil. Is it 2.5 or is it level with that? On the back of that, yeah, 2.5 mil. .5 mil there, and it comes over 1.5 mil. Right, so it goes like that, and then it goes back up to 1.5 mil. So what size is that? What size is that? 2.5. So it goes, let's just do 1.5 mil. So it goes up to there, and it goes from there. Alright, so not that one yet. We need, hang on, what am I looking at? Right, so like that. Yeah, it's got the, so what, 1.5 mil there. No, that's the wrong. It doesn't look right. Evening. Welcome to the live stream. Medication time. Just modelling a piece of extruded aluminium, reclaimed, to try to use as a cable guide or something, or a piece of trim. In order to use it in the model, got to model it. So it looks like it's probably 1.5 mil. I don't know. So it comes off that. Yeah, I don't. Sort of wants to be about there. Okay, we'll do a mil. It goes over like that to there, and it comes down here. It's level with this ground here, and it goes across, and then it has to go up a bit like that. 1 mil. So it goes up 1 mil, goes across, and then it goes down the rest. Is that right? Yeah, something like that. Then you've got a line that goes all the way from here, no, back to there, goes all the way over. I haven't got the geometry done here. let's cancel that till I get that geometry right. 1.5. Right, so then this line goes from there all the way to there. Then it comes down. Comes down to there. Oh no, that's not a line. It's probably 1 or 2 mil. 1.5 mil. Then it goes all the way over to here. No, it doesn't actually. Doesn't do that. It goes level with the side of this slot, so it goes like that and like that. Okay, so
Security X40 secure. Security X40. Delta Lima 3, Juliet Hotel.
alright, so it's the same as that.
Delta Lima 3, Juliet
Right, I'll put that down. I should be able to do it now from
Security X.
see if there's anyone on for 20 meters. Oh, there is someone. Right. So we want some more of this geometry over here, don't we? Copy of this 1.25. Okay. Right, 1.25. Is that it? So I want to draw like that. Over and like that. That's that sorted. Now this one goes round here, up like that, all the way down to there, back out, up, level with that, and then it comes out like that. Is that everything? Could be. So let's get rid of some lines. Too many lines. Too many lines. Okay, so we've got to get rid of that line, and that line, and that line. And that's pretty much the extrusion we've got. It's 1 meter long. Okay, that certainly looks like it to me. And it's silver, don't forget it's silver. Let's colour it silver. Colour it silver, metallic. What about that? Yeah. Let's just call the whole thing the same. Right, I don't know where he's from. Oh, repetitive.
Mas eles estão no país deles ou estão em Portugal? Eu, olha, cada vez, Oliveira, estou a ficar mais burro, ok? Eu cada vez estou a ficar mais burro com o sistema do nosso país.
Ok,
right. Eu qualquer dia já nem sei quem é que manda aqui, pá.
Mes amis.
Nós estamos a falar dos chineses, estou a tomar conta das lojas todas.
Is that it?
Agora esses
Are we done?
Um gajo quer, por exemplo, pôr no espeto não pode.
That's a big component, isn't it? Very big component. Alright, okay, I think that's it. Alright, so we've got an arbitrary 1 meter length, something that could be used as a cable tray or something. Let's just bring it back down. Hang on. Let's tip it over. Oh, select it first. Where is it? That's it. Oh, we're round the wrong way as well. So we want to stick it on the blue axis, and we want to spin it like that. That's it. Right, so we've got some. I just imagined that it would be good for something rather than put it in the skip. Don't know what for. Let's put it somewhere. Come on, you can do it. Get on there. What's the matter? Don't zoom in. Put it down there. That's it. Oh, I've lost it now. It's got lost inside the model. I've had it now. Right, let's bring it again. Don't ever put it inside the model. Oh, you can go X-ray mode and find it again. I'll put it there for now. It'll be inside as a cable management most probably. Don't know where it's got to go. Let's put it somewhere. Let's just put it. Let's put it somewhere like this. Don't know. Put it anywhere, really. Anywhere you want. What about there? Seems to fit nicely there, doesn't it? Don't know. I put your pipes on, I don't know, airflow. Tell you what we haven't got is somewhere here. We've got 2 of them, so let's have another one. This seems crazy. Maybe this is just a crazy idea. Might be a crazy idea. So let's get the table up. Where's the table? Table. Let's put it. I tell you what. Let's work with it upside down. It's easier. Seasick. Should I call this bouncy wave edition? Well, let's put it on there and move it over like that. What's that like? No good. Alright, what's it doing? Let's try and get it over. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So it's in there. What is it doing? Nothing. It's just got lost in. So it's there. I don't know what it's doing. If it went there, it could go there, but it doesn't do a lot. I don't know. Let's bring it out 20 mil, something, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing now. Right, whatever. Right, what is it? I don't know what it is. No idea. We've got 2 of them. Let's duplicate another one. Because we can cut 2 down. What it's for, I don't know what it's for. Let's put them together. Why not put them together? Oh yeah, what's he doing? Right, what's that like? That's alright. So we've got 2. Don't know what they're for. Something, an arbitrary thing. Don't know. Something. Maybe it's a keep for our air vents. Something to attach our air vents to. Don't know. If it is, it needs to come over there to the end of there. What you should do is try to get it to crash. What you should do is try and make it crash. So that didn't get anywhere, did it? If anything, it'll just block the air in a bit. So that's in the way of the corner bracket, so that's not a good idea. Anyway, let's just put it somewhere. Let's put it anywhere, it doesn't matter. Anywhere. Right, let's have a look at the right way up. So I've modelled it. I wanted to model it. I don't know what it's for yet, but we've modelled it, and what's it for? I have no clue. But you could run pipes and cables down it, maybe. Don't know. Ain't got a clue. Right. So what do we do next then? What do we do next? I ain't got a clue. How about a bit of this?
Join me in celebrating 200 amazing subscribers on my channel. Thank you for being a part of the Half Greek Geek community. Your support means the world to me. Check out my adventurous K40 Laser series. Here's to more great content ahead. Let's continue this amazing journey together. Here's to the next milestone.
Alright. So they're all
busy. I'm not usually there in August.
oh, we've got an English speaking.
Mainly because I'm working here, Fred. I hate working here in August. It's too hot.
Where are you?
I have to say, if I had to choose between working under the air conditioning and staying at home,
Right.
I'll be staying at home under the air conditioning and not doing anything.
So,
That's probably just as well I'm going
it's
to work.
well, all we've got to do is build it, really, haven't we?
You know the port here, that's fine. Well, if you know
So
the
I need the G code for this.
most people
8 o'clock. I could probably mill them tonight if I wanted, but I have to go off air to do it. Or I just create the G code. Tell you what, let's just create the G code. Let's create the G code. So at the minute we've got to make 3 of these. I'll probably make 5 of them. Right, so we'll copy that. Okay, so we've got it as a copy. I'll leave this one open. Save that. Let's open a new version of that. A new instance of SketchUp Make 2017 with flat script. There's your flat script. This is your flat script stuff here. This is what creates your G code. So we'll start off. Got to set a few things. Let's first paste in place. Right, so that's where it's pasted in the same position it was. But what we want is to flatten it down. Let's just flatten it down. That's it. We'll probably turn it round to that way round. That's it. And we want the corner. We want this corner over here, somewhere on the line down here.
27PZE, 5S Yeah, I can understand that, Fred, and that's totally logical.
You won't let you put it anywhere, so first create some 10mm and 10mm. Okay, and then we'll put one out at 10mm and 10mm. So then we can get rid of the axes and look at it from above. Move this to the corner. So now with the guide it'll snap to the ruler now. Like that. The only trouble is it's too low, so we need to bring it up like that. Then we need to move this up to the next line like that, and look down it, so make sure we're all in the line. We are, and there we are. Now there's no pockets in any of this, no pockets, so we could probably just turn this into monochrome mode. So this is our bracket that we know is the right size for us. So we only want one layer. There's no pockets, so it's holes straight through and cut. So what we do, put it into parallel projection, end on, go into it, and delete everything that's above. Oh, hang on. If we drag from the right to the left, one of the viewers told us to do that, and it'll select all the ones there. So when you look it back, you've just got the flat piece. So if you examine it, it's just a flat plane now. So you need it in a flat position really. So keep it square like that. There's no need for it to be a component now, so we'll explode it. Alright, so now you can select individuals, but you don't want to do that. Anyway, you need, in order to apply the G code to it, you'll need a surface on all this stuff. So you're going to have to grab each one of these, grab everything you can, make sure you haven't left anything out, all the inner bits. Did a mistake there, made one crucial error. So what to do is undo the explode. It needs to be a component still. We need to go in, then we need to grab it all. Now you want to grab it without grabbing any other lines. You don't want to grab the outside lines. Just like that. You've got to cut it, come out the model, paste it in place. This is just a workaround, right? So cut it and go back into the model, paste it in place. Now you've got surfaces, see? You've got all your surfaces. So now at that point you can explode it. Right, that's it. It's ready for working with now, so we ought to save this now. So we're going to save it as, and it's going to be like our micro switch, but this time it's going to be, what are we going to, stepper motor wheel bracket carriage. Carriage, hang on, is that right? Carriage and carriage, stepper motor and wheels, stepper motor and wheels, plastic, and let's tell you what it is. 6mm just clear acrylic, 6mm clear acrylic clear acrylic, I can't say that in one word. Clear acrylic, and you can specify the million bit if you want. I can't remember which million bits I bought now. I think, are they 3mm? No, 3.175, aren't they? So the bit is 3175. 3.175. Whatever that is. Okay, so that'll do for now. And you want, well, you just print as, not print them. You can print them, I suppose. You want to print them. Cut 3 of them, but you could cut some more if you want. So what we want now, we don't want to do anything yet. We need to go into the parameters because this is a new file. Totally new file. Ah, there's a problem now. See, what we need to do is open up and copy some of these settings. Right, let's open another instance of SketchUp Makes 2017. We're going to open it up. We're going to get our open up the Amiga case. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's open up the last thing we did on the Amiga case. We haven't created any G code for a while, so let's get the G code out of here. So the last thing we created was drive bay assembly. Drive bay, wasn't it? Or front panel.
Explaining a little bit about radio here to the guys that stopped.
So this is the Amiga panels.
Go
So that was probably the last thing we did. But if we look at the settings here,
it is indeed, yeah.
this is all the settings we want to cut the plastic. So can we save it? Might be able to save it.
Well, I always like explaining it to anybody anyway, Fred.
Okay.
And I think it's good for the hobby that people know what we do.
Right, what's the file name? So we'll save it as 6mm. Oh, clear acrylic 6mm, and then the bit is 3.175. So we saved it. Click OK. Now can we go ahead and go back into this? Can we load? There it is. That's good. It picked it up. Bit of crude software here. Right, okay. Ah, all our settings have come in now. That's great. Apart from it's got a thing there as opposed to what's this one say? Yeah, it's our settings. It's not showing us. So what I've got to do is go into here and just click OK. Go over to model info and set the precision. Just set the precision. That's it. Okay. So now if we go into here, is it going to show us the right info? Yeah, it's showing the material thickness. So it is 6mm, but why? No, it's. I think it's. No, it's. See how it's curtailed it. Look. So I need to load the profile again. There we go. Oh. Yeah, it's still done it, but the material thickness isn't 6mm. Well, it is, but a 6.2, 6.1 to get it to cut through it. Maybe I did set it like that. Let's just check. Let's check. What did I say? Oh, 6.15. So why didn't he bring that in? Why didn't he bring all that in? Right, let's save it again.
Fred, nice to have a chat with you. Thanks for hanging on there while I was giving the explanation to these guys. Can I have a quick listen?
Right, let's try again. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll close it. Then we'll open it up. The reason for that is... Oh no, don't want that one. The reason for that is... Might have to load it. Where I might only look at some parameters when it loads up. Don't think so, but where is it? There. Right, so we've got that there. Open this up. Right, load parameters. There it is. No, it's not bringing the material. Maybe it doesn't save the material thickness. I don't know. Let's make it a little bit bigger so it cuts all the way through. Overhead gantry. Yeah, it didn't bring all the parameters in. Don't know why. Plunge rate, feed rate, yes. Perhaps it only saves a certain amount of the stuff. Yeah, it might only save little bits. Everything else looks okay. Multipath depth, that's fine. Okay. So we'll save that. It doesn't bring in all the parameters. Right, let's do some inside cuts. That's saying it can't do it. Right, so the bit is going to have to be smaller. Yeah, because my bit is bigger than the hole. If we measure the hole, 2.95? 2.95 for some reason. Right. So it needs to be 3 mil. Why have I only got 2.95 hole? 4.47. So these are small as well. Small holes. Wonder why. What is going on? Right, let's go back to the main model. Let's have a look what is going on with these things. Right, let's measure some holes. What is going on? 2.95, yes they are. This was based off my original repair of my... Yeah, so... I may have made them smaller to be able to be milled, so they're not quite right. So, what can we see? Let's try and have a look. That's probably why they didn't look quite right. Yeah, so you've got a 5mm pin. Yeah, the hole is, just see how small the hole is. It's smaller. So this old plastic was based off something else. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to redo this plastic. That's okay. Just go into there. Let's get that up in the air.
Yeah, I can understand that, Fred. My job is not at all radio related, so it's nice to get on and get a chat. I don't do it nearly often enough. When we had the office in the
right, we'll look at it in this mode.
Hours were different, and I had an hour and 20 minutes for lunch, so I would grab a sandwich and come down here at lunchtime and play radio at lunchtime, which was great. And
so what we'll do is
I would go home afterwards, and I said to the XYL when we changed, we have to now eat in the office now. Less time, but we get out earlier.
so,
I said to the XYL,
we just want that, don't we?
when I get up earlier, I'm going to go to the marina because I can't go at midday.
So I need to put the right size hole in.
Radio, unfortunately, Fred, and
It's a 5mm hole, so
that's not happening.
2.5.
I've got out to the marina once or twice this month, where I should be going almost
2.5.
Anyway, it's like you say, you kind of come and go.
Slightly too small, the holes.
Sometimes you're less, so anyway. Right, Fred, thanks very much for a very interesting QSO, and we'll look forward to catching up with you again soon and carrying on with the chat. G7.
Luckily, these are all part of the same models. So these need to be M3. So M3 is 1.5. Right, that's weird. What size is that? 2.95.
Yeah, right, Fred, very good. Yeah, I've got a G90. I've got a China G90, and that's a pretty good little radio. It's got a little bit more power than the other ones.
So that's 1 point. It's almost the right size, not quite.
Mobile now off and clear. Bye-bye. 73, and this is EA5S mobile clear. Listening for NEDX. NEDX, listening for NEDX. Echo Alpha 5 Sierra stroke mobile, calling the CQDX. Echo Alpha 5 Sierra stroke mobile, CQDX, and listening.
Echo 5. Where's he? Spain. Hispania.
CQDX 20 from Echo Alpha 5 Sugar Mobile. CQDX Echo Alpha 5 Sierra stroke mobile. CQDX. Echo Alpha 5 Sugar Mobile. CQDX Echo America 5 Sierra stroke mobile. CQDX, and listening.
Where's it gone? Oh, it's gone.
CQDX 20 from
Oh, because it's overlapped, isn't it?
Sugar Mobile. Echo America 5 Sierra stroke mobile. CQDX CQ. Echo Alpha 5 Sugar Mobile.
Echo Alpha.
CQDX Echo America 5 Sierra Mobile.
Wonder where he
Echo
is.
Alpha 5 Sugar stroke mobile. CQDX and by.
Oh, already in X-ray mode. So already in X-ray mode, so I don't see it. What happened to the ones I just put on? I don't get it. That's weird. Let's sort these out then. So we've got to take... we need to flatten it, that's why. Right, no, so yeah, I've got to flatten it. If I flatten it, well, it's got to be done, I suppose. Right, let's undo some of this stuff. Right, okay, so let's get it back again. We are going to have to flatten it first. So we want it to look at it from, I don't know which side. How do we look at it from side underneath? Okay, so let's first measure it so we know what size it is. 6 mil. So we've got something going for us at least. So 6 mil. Let's flatten it. Get rid of that. Look at it from above. No, I don't think above will do it. Is it side? That's it, side. Right, so we've got it from there. So we've still got a bit of a problem here, so how are we going to do this? Tell you what, we'll copy it. Oh, I can't copy it. I see, the whole thing's a bloody model, isn't it? Shit. Tell you what should we do? Let's undo it. So let's have a look. I think we'll just modify the copy, not this one, because I'll end up with too much of a problem. Let's leave that as it is. Yeah, leave that as it is. Right. Okay, they're in the right position. They're all in the right position, but the holes aren't the right size, so let's just modify the one we've got. Right, so let's just do this one. So we've got that. We flattened it. We shouldn't have flattened it yet. Can we undo flat scripts, undo properties? What are we doing here? Properties. I think it's got itself confused, hasn't it? Undo 3D text. Oh. Let's put that stupid thing on it. Stupid thing it's put on, look at it. I had to get rid of it. Right. Okay. So I suppose we could just as well group it. So we need to go in and put these over top. What's that doing? Why is that on there and it's showing me a pencil? What the hell? Hey? What's going on? It's got the wrong bloody... What is it showing me? Pencil? Oh, don't know what's going on anymore. It's actually gone silly. It's gone stupid. So you go over here, you got that symbol, you go over here, you got a pencil, you go over here, you got a pencil. Oh well, maybe it is a pencil, maybe I'm just going mad. I can't see it. Why is it not showing anything? I don't get why it's not showing nothing. What is going on? Oh, it's not there, look. That's why. Let's just delete it. Delete that. Let's get it gone and then get another copy of it. Alright, so copy that. It's a struggle today. I've been modelling for so long, not doing any G code. I've lost the skills I learnt. Anyway, paste. You've really got to be doing this all day, every day, all this kind of stuff somehow. Alright, so look at it from above, that's it. Let's start it again. Let's get it down there. Put that down there. If it'll let me, it's not gonna let me do it. Now it is, it's decided to do it. Right, I just need to move that there again. There's a lot of repetitive stuff has to happen. You can't give up, you've got to keep going. Right, so end on. Right, so leave it like that. Let's put the new size holes in. Let's just measure them first. 2.95. Right, so we definitely want this to fit the stepper motor. Now, do I go over? I want a pretty accurate fit, so we want to keep it exactly right. But we've got to get the pin in. Anyway, let's just cut it for 3. I know on the other ones I had to cut them slightly bigger, but I was using originally a worn out million bit. If I use a brand new one, should be fine. Right. Now, yeah, so the bit is 3 point something. Tell you what, 3.175. Let's just do that. So I'm going to make this. Get the calculator. Right, so 3.175 divided by 2, 15875. Well, let's make it 156. No, 159. So 1.59 times 2, 318. That'll do. 1.95. So let's put it in, and hopefully it won't complain about the mill bit, the milling bit. 1.59. Right, that looks good to me so far. 1.59. It'll give us a little bit of space. We don't want a lot of space, but just enough to get the bolt in. Right, so that's the M3 stuff done. Now we need to do the same with these. What size are they? 4.47. So I reckon we need to go, rather than just go to 5. So I don't put 2.5. Let's go a little bit over. A little bit over, but you don't want it accurate. You want it so accurate. Right, calculator back again. So 5.175 divided by 2 equals 259. So we'll do 259. Slightly over. 2.59. That's it. If it's too sloppy, we'll just make it change the holes. What I've found is when I mill it out, you end up having to put a drill bit through it as well after. 2.59. So I'd rather not mess with it, if you know what I mean. Rather not have to mess around with it too much. Just get the milling machine do all the work. We'll see. Might be as we need to put some eccentric bushes, adjusters in here. Right, so that's everything there. So we need to go. We've got them all where they're supposed to be, I think. That doesn't look. Oh, that's okay. So I need to go into here now and then delete all the existing ones. Okay. Then we need to come out and copy them all back again, these new sizes. And that one might as well, no, that one's inside, so right, that's all them. So we need to cut them off the top, put them in the model. Right, so we've got them there now, and then we need to grab this one, cut it, paste it in place, and cut it and put it back again. Okay, don't ask me why it's not showing up. Doesn't like it. Oh, it's just the graphics, right. So what we do now is we need to cut everything but the bottom. So we need to look at it end on. We need to cut all the bottom off. So we should end up with just this bit. But then we need to lower it down to the line. No. Need to lower the whole thing down to the bed like that, and look at it from above, and then we need to explode the whole thing. Right, so that's it now. We should have everything in place, so we'll save that. I've moved off channel. Right, so all we're going to do now is create some G code. So we want to do inside cuts first. So we'll do inside cut there. No, let's do an outside cut. One stage we forgot to do is reverse the faces. That's it. Needs to be grey. So now we do an inside cut. We'll do one there. That's still reporting that it's too small for the milling bit. Ah, might be. So we do a plunge. That's it. We do a plunge there. So we plunge the 3.175 bit acrylic bit straight through. The rest we can do an inside cut. Inside cut, inside cut, inside cut. So you're doing an inside cut with a 3.175 million bit into a 5.175 hole. So it does a round circle pattern. Okay, that's done. So the only thing left to do now is an outside cut. So let's do an outside cut. That's your outside cut tool. There it is. Right, and we can have a look at this as well. So we need to do a safe area. So set our safe area. I think this was based on the old one. So let's say it's 150 by 150 is plenty. Overhead gantry. Generate a multipass. Laser control, power, yeah, if you wanted to cut it out of the laser. This is going to be milled out, so everything is fine. Yeah, it's all good. Multipass, 1.2 mil. Click OK. Actually, what I should do is go like this. Bring that back and save it. I'll just save it over top of the game. Okay, so now we should be able to generate some G code. So we're going to call it that's it. It can be called exactly that. So it's created the G code, so we'll bring up a viewer, a G code toolpath viewer. Right, here we go. There it is, that's the file it's just made. Ah, not there. You see there's nothing, no output. That's because we made a little bit of a mistake. I didn't put the area around it. I've got to put the area there like that. And this is the bit it processes. So what we can do is output it again over the top of the same one, and this time it'll have G code. This time it'll have some G code. So now when we load it, there it is. There's your tool path to cut your plastics out. You can simulate it, just press run, and it should do the plunges, which it's doing. Now it's doing the 5mm M5 holes, because we told it 1.2mm a pass. It's going through the 6mm plastic 4 times. Yeah, I could go and make this really, but I'll do it in the morning. It's a bit late now for milling. So I'll make a few of these. I'll just make a few. I'll put some plastic on the bed. I'll make as many of them as the plastic. Whatever size I put on, use it all up. Probably make 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. No rush. I'll make one first. I'll make one and build one, and if it turns out okay, if it sits on the rail nicely and it's tight and everything, I'll leave it. If not, we'll make some adjustments. So that's fine as it was. As long as the last thing it did was the outside cut. You can reverse it as well. You can go reverse it so it's doing the outside cut first, but it isn't because it's in reverse. That's fine, so that can stay as it is. Come out of that. Okay, so we're doing alright. We're doing okay. Right, it's Friday night, so not much happening. Everyone's busy getting over their week of work. It's time to have a rest for tonight, to get up early to start some work. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's a bit distorted. What was that? Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll leave it at that for now. Let's see what these can be. Anything. I thought they could put cables down them or something. They might be wide enough to put a little a cable, self-adhesive cable tie pad that you tie, you put your pipes through and everything. Maybe, or maybe not. Anyway, it's all aluminium. We've got to sort the bed out. The bed at the bottom here. Sort that lot out. What we're going to do with that. So, yeah. Going to have to sort the bed out. I thought about using some fencing wire, weld mesh. A lot of it's powder coated. The crisscross mesh. But you don't want it. You almost want a bed of nails, really. That's what you want. Bed of nails with the things pointing up. Each nail needs to be rounded to a polish, like a knitting needle. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, a crochet needle. Or a knitting needle, yeah. So it's smooth, but pointed, and it doesn't touch the surface. It holds it all at the right length, but that's asking a lot. So I'd have to look at that a bit anyway. Alright then, so that's me gone. I'll leave you with thanks a lot. Here we go, and talk to you again soon. I'm out of here. Bye bye.
Join me in celebrating 200 amazing subscribers on my channel. Thank you for being a part of the Half Greek Geek community. Your support means the world to me. Check out my adventurous K40 Laser series. Here's to more great content ahead. Let's continue this amazing journey together. Here's to the next milestone.